How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another video. It's been a while since I made a video, but I've just been busy outside of YouTube, work and stuff. But I'm gonna be a little more consistent with this. So let's get into this topic. Types of women to avoid dating at all costs. Number one, the woman who has a weird relationship with her family. Like, let's say she doesn't even talk to her mom, dad, or siblings, and that doesn't necessarily mean that she has legit problems. Like, maybe she's not talking to them for a good reason. But usually, people like that have a lot of baggage, and it's just it's hard to deal with that, And also, that's one reason. But the other reason is she's a complete bitch. That's a narcissist that, this hates, her mom, hates her dad, hates her brothers for no real good reason other than the fact that, some people just don't like anything aspects of family, and they don't value family, love, support. So avoid those people at all costs. I'm telling you. Number two is, the validation seeker. The woman who always posts on social media, or Snapchat pictures of her butt, her boobs, breasts, stuff like that. And it's all the time that she needs that validation. It's just every photo in her libraries is her in a bikini, almost naked. And these are toxic people, I'm telling you, because they have these are the kind of people that will never truly appreciate you for you, because they need validation from everybody, women, men, everybody. So if you get into a relationship with these kind of women, it's going to be toxic as hell. It's not going to be good. It's not going to be good, and a massive insecurity on her part. Number three is a woman who doesn't really value or respect you as a man or masculinity in general. So what I mean by that is I've talked to women in the past, not me interested in them at all, not those kind of women I was remotely interested in, but this woman in general, in stores, or just they just don't value men. They don't like masculinity. They don't like people ask them, how was your day? They don't respect men like that. They just they're hardcore feminists. They hate men and they just give off bad attitudes. Now, people will be oh, you hate feminism. Well, I support women's rights, equal pay, everybody to be treated fairly, we're equals. I agree with that, but at the same time, just to hate the opposite sex, for masculinity, something we're born with, it's kind of messed up. Now, there are women who've had bad experiences with men and been abused, and I can understand that trauma, why they might feel that way, but it's just propaganda being spread, through adolescent minds and young girls saying, oh, men are trash, men are this, men are toxic masculinity. And avoid those kind of girls that just don't respect you as a man or your masculinity or overall just your peace. Because dating a feminist or dating someone that's does not like men, there's no beauty in that. There's no beauty in that, relationship, anything. There's no respect. If a woman doesn't respect you as a man, or respects your mission, that's not real love, in my opinion. And yeah, definitely red flag. Next one is going to be red flags, and woman is having, covertly weird behaviors. For instance, let's say, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If you hear news, oh, someone just passed away, or someone tells you you tell someone a tragic story, or a story that's pretty sad but kind of weird, and you tell a story, oh, my friend, he crashed his car, went in the ambulance, and you'll hear these other people kind of get excited, when they hear that, and this could be, for men and women, but if people find pleasure out of other people's pain and suffering like that, that's a huge red flag. And I don't care how hot they are, how attractive they are. If someone finds pleasure out of, other people's suffering, or is like a narcissistic personality disorder, then that's a red flag, and you can't avoid any woman like that. And girls, you should not date any guy that's like that either. And yeah, avoid that kind of person. The last one I'm going to get into is, men, don't date a hardcore feminist that's or don't date someone that's how can I put this? It's a hardcore feminist in regards to not believing in true. Like I said, people might think love's differently, and I think of love differently than how other people think of it. But if people have an attitude of they don't respect themselves, they don't give a shit about what they eat, they are always negative about oh, life's pointless, they're atheist, they're miserable, or they're extreme cultists, or they just have a really cold attitude towards life and don't believe in any kind of love, then that's a red flag in itself. Because, love does exist, between two people. It really does. And some people, will refuse to love you in the sense of how you want them to, or how it's supposed to be, there's this natural bond between a man and woman who respect each other, support each other, and things grow from there. But if there's just this cold bitterness towards life from these kind of women, or ladies, just goes for men too, negative, cold way of life, then avoid those kind of people. It will not do you any good. And honestly, I don't have sympathy for those people, because I know we all go through shit, it's inevitable. Everyone goes through shit. But I can't stand people that have a victim mentality. And I can't stand people that are negative and drag you down like a crab in a bucket mentality of pulling you down. Avoid these kind of people, women, and guys also too. It's just really dating's overrated. If you were a confident guy that's confident with women and going out with them, that it's cool, but other things are more fun and important, your hobbies, your faith, your just overall things you enjoy doing, fun things, and if you find the right woman, that really complements your life and brings, value to you, you bring value to her, it's a mutual exchange. That's where something can grow into a healthy relationship. Now, if you people getting into dating other people, aim for, something that's right down the list of, is this person going to be beneficial to my life? Do they have healthy habits, lifestyle, are they positive? Or even too, when you start dating people, even if you don't have success, you learn a lot about yourself and that other person. And sometimes you do have to work on your own self to self-improve, fix your flaws. And it's a important thing, growth process too. So those are people that I advise you avoiding at all costs. And no matter how hot they are, don't go into it, because it's not good. And your life will get dark from that. Guarantee that. Hope you found this to be helpful. Done.